Skye here. Furries are commonly defined as fans of anthropomorphic characters and fit themselves into the group known as the furry fandom. The word anthropomorphic is derived from the Greek word anthrop, meaning human being, and morphos, meaning form or shape. So the word anthropomorphic literally means of human form. Anthropomorphism is highly popular in digital media, depicting characters like Mickey Mouse, Scooby-Doo, and Bugs Bunny, who all talk and walk around on 2 feet, animals of human form. The interest in anthropomorphic animals and thus the fandom has grown exponentially over the past 10 years. And just this year, Midwest Fur Fest became the largest furry convention in the world with 8,771 attendees. But why has the fandom become so popular? The earliest known possible evidence of humans sharing a relationship with animals is a skeleton found 30,000 years ago in northern Israel, where an elderly human was found cradling a 4-month-old puppy. However, the concept of anthropomorphism has been around for at least 10,000 years longer, with the discovery of the Lowenmensch figure, an ivory sculpture portraying a lion's head on a man's body. An article titled "On Seeing Human, a 3-Factor Theory of Anthropomorphism" claims that people are more likely to anthropomorphize when anthropocentric knowledge is accessible and applicable, when motivated to be effective social agents, and when lacking a sense of social connection to other humans. In simple terms, people are more likely to anthropomorphize things when they have knowledge of human experiences, when it acts as an effective social method of communication, and when the person lacks human connection. And when you think about the furry fandom, this isn't too far from the truth. As much as some furries would rather not admit, we are all human and understand human thoughts and emotions. In the fandom, we use anthropomorphism to communicate so much, we anthropomorphize ourselves. Not only do we make personas to represent ourselves, but we do so to better communicate with the community around us. Being in a community, group, or fandom has been proven to provide a sense of belonging. Belonging to a team is associated with significantly lower levels of alienation, loneliness, and higher levels of positive emotion. Belonging assures us that we aren't alone in the world. According to the Anthropomorphic Research Project, 61.7% of furries were bullied between the ages of 11 and 18. So it's only natural that furries would seek belonging in the fandom. The furry fandom offers that place for thousands of people across the world, all with a common interest in animals and anthropomorphism. A large body of studies have investigated the effects of positive animal-human interaction on the levels of stress hormones in the human body, such as cortisol, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. A study compared the cortisol levels in people while resting and whilst interacting with a dog. The cortisol levels were significantly lower when interacting with a dog rather than reading. There have also been plenty of studies that have proven that interaction with a dog lowers blood pressure. So not only do we enjoy being around animals, but they can lower our stress hormones and blood pressure, helping us live happier, healthier lives. So it's only natural that we connect with animals on such a personal level. Social psychologist and organizer of the Anthropomorphic Research Project, Dr. Courtney Planty, puts forward furries as an excellent case study for the concept of moral inclusion and how it relates to non-human animals. Moral inclusion is the psychological concept of how we use morals to apply fairness and justice to those who we deem to deserve it. It is much easier to include people in our moral compass that we can establish some form of connection with, whilst people who we do not connect with are less likely to get moral consideration. In the case of furries, who spend considerable time anthropomorphizing animals, this means that many non-human animals fall within the same moral domain as people do, meaning that furries, despite what PETA may have you believe, are more likely to advocate for animal rights, such as banning animal testing, live exports, and the fur and ivory trade. The concept of anthropomorphism has been around for a millennia, as has our close relationship with animals, but How has it grown into the artistic community we know as the furry fandom today? Well, anthropomorphism is associated with empathy. Our ability to empathize with non-human objects or organisms. A study published in the Journal of Social, Evolutionary and Cultural Psychology by Melissa A. Harrison shows that when presented with an animal, the participants were more likely to call the animal he or she rather than it. We are more likely to humanize and sympathize with animals than not. But why do we sympathize with animals so much that we project them onto ourselves, or vice versa? According to the IARP, the percentage of furries who make their persona similar to themselves, but also have it represent their ideal selves, show higher levels of self-esteem and higher overall well-being. Dr. Courtney Planty also discusses how they conducted a study to test whether people's personas serve as a kind of protection for their well-being, saying participants completed one of several different versions of the survey, which differed slightly in the questions asked and the order in which the questions were asked. Most participants were asked to perform a task designed to evoke somewhat negative feelings, to think about the ways that they were not living up to their ideal selves. Analyses revealed that participants who did this task had more negative feelings afterward than participants who did not. Some participants also completed an additional task, being asked to describe their persona before or after completing the mood-dropping question. Compared to participants who were not asked about their personas, furries, who provided information about their personas, expressed significantly fewer negative emotions as a result of the threat. We believe this is because personas allow furries the opportunity to distance themselves from their current limitations and faults, allowing them to conceptualize themselves in a more positive manner. So, not only do we make our personas to communicate, but also improve our mental health and well-being. Yes, furries might be a bit out of the ordinary, and perhaps a bit misunderstood at times, but the mental health and social benefits of the community outweigh that. And whatever group or hobby you belong to, whether it be furry, anime, sports, fashion, art, whatever, keep at it, because it makes you happy, and that's all that matters. And as always, thanks for watching. And the fan art feature of the week is Laskiva Funtime, who drew me this badge of Pasido. The Rude Boy been getting some good love lately. Go check him out, all their links will be down in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye now.